Yeah, what can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto. Are you ready, Jim?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Here it is. Show me the money.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy. I've been on the come up, counting money till my thumbs hurt. No Birdman, bitch, but I'm a stunner. Just watch how you run up. I keep a couple gunners. I've been grinding all winter just to flex all over summer shit. Wrist cold when I fall through. Rose go to my own boo. In and out of my city, but come whenever I call you. Who gon' love me more than when I'm stacking out on tour? Them hoes that made it past security, they knocking on my door. You gon' be there when they gone. Show my love by getting more. Hustle so you ain't alone. You won't leave me, that's for sure. I'm talking Benjis, Franklin's, all these hundos on my floor. I just broke a couple bands, believe me, I've been going hard. I'm tipping bottle after bottle, swerving model after model. Who won't cash? That's the motto. Spend it like I hit the lotto. Yeah, I'm loving my life. I know that I ain't shit without you. Actions speak louder than words. They broke cause they just talk about you, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy. Money bag after money bag, I'm the man now. Play the cards that I was dealt and I ain't need no handouts. Fresh on every set, get respect. Mama out of debt, got a new connect. We the best, homie run the check. Wifey got a new bag, new house. You mad? We just doing us, feeling wavy. Fuck a do-rag. This that no stress flow. Bobbing on my ex. She don't love cash, kiss my ass, baby XO. Thank you for that line, Mr. West, but I'm next though. Hey, you me the sad bitch, I'm blessed, sipping XO. For the love of money, I stay fucking hungry. I parted ways with the kitchen, that just wasn't for me. Every show they love me, now I'm showing love back. They ain't taking nothing from me, so I throw a couple stacks. You when I'm in your town, have some fun, blow a bag. Fuck with me when I'm around, trust me, shorty, I be back, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy.
Yay. What's going on, everybody? How y'all doing? We're back. Welcome to the Alphabets Football Show. I am your host, Marcus the Alphabets, where we take you on about a 2-hour-long journey to discuss our favorite sport in the whole wide world. But first things first, I'd like to introduce my lovely co-host. I call her Miss Bruce Willis because she's diehard. Look, I'm Mona. You doing all right?
I was trying. I kept hitting the button and it was like kind of stuck. I don't know what it was doing.
Mona was a little bit under the weather last week. We got her back up in here. Got that bright Pittsburgh Steelers logo in the background with the hypocycloids. I just had learned that like a couple of years ago. I didn't know what the hell. I just said the little star, the little diamond things. They actually have a correct term. But you look great.
Look, I put my tree up yesterday. I put the lights on. I put the rope on, and the girls put all the ornaments on. I will send you a picture of it later. I meant to put it on Facebook. I don't think I did. I may have. I don't know. But
Definitely.
anyway.
Yeah, definitely send that to me. What's up, Dalton? What's up? I don't know who, is that Dwayne?
I want Christmas done and over with. Done. It's Dwayne. Anyway, this is how I feel right now.
I'm with you. I'm 100%
with Christmas. Bah humbug. The green ain't got nothing on me.
It's a lot of work, but we're here. Look, we are entering week 15. We're entering week 15. Congratulations to everybody who made it in the fantasy football playoffs. Last week was the final week of the regular season. Shout out to all my alpha chicks out there, especially all the ladies, the 6 ladies that made it to the playoffs. I'm looking forward.
So I will show your leaderboard and where everybody's at.
Yeah, look, some of y'all really kicked ass. I'm so proud of y'all. This is something that I'm going to try to do every year. I'm going to try to get my lovely co-host. I'm going to try to get her in there so she can rough y'all up a little bit too.
I played for years and years and years. When I was in, it was a chat called Pal Talk, and I was in 10 of them every year. Yeah, and I was so exhausted when football was over, and I wasn't even running a podcast. And I'm gonna tell you something.
It's hard work. It's people don't understand. Like fantasy, I'm like in 9 leagues. I run 4.
You had to do your research, and you have to know who's playing, who's out, who's hurt, when you're coming back. Who to pick up on waivers. You got to know all that stuff. So if you don't know any of that and you don't really follow football like that, then don't get in a fantasy football league because you're just going to be fast.
Yeah, because you're just going to lose. And if you're playing in a league for money, you're just going to get your ass kicked and lose money. So it ain't. That's never fun.
You start trading to, like if you got friends in that league and you start trading good players, you're going to get in trouble.
Yeah. So it's congratulations to all the ladies out there. We got I just dropped my damn pen. We got our 6 ladies. I'm in all of the playoffs and all of the leagues that I play in. I'm just saying. Even though
that's a little bit better than last year, because last year you I
had some bad injury. Yeah, I had some bad injuries last year. As a matter of fact, in 4 leagues, I have a bye week. So it's always nice when you can sit back and watch everybody else beat up each other. You get to sit back and get a free ride to the second round. So we're speaking of real football, we got some games this weekend that have playoff implications that are, it's big games. We'll talk about it. We'll make our predictions here in a minute. But
you're not an hour.
Patriots and Bills, and look, that's a huge game. So we'll see what's up. The Chiefs, they're hanging on by a thread. The Ravens and Steelers, they're hanging on by a thread. And look, you gotta win these games, because if the Chiefs lose this weekend, they're done. They're pretty much done. So Bengals were in a big game last week. We'll talk about
unless somebody just screws the pooch and loses that shouldn't be losing games. No, that's the only way that the Chiefs can stay in. The top guys have to lose some games.
Yeah. Or you blow a lead like Tampa Bay did last night. We'll talk about that. Oh, what a mess, man! What an absolute mess. Y'all mess it. If you want to know what I hate losing my pick.
Happy birthday, Chris. Sorry.
Happy birthday, Chris. I hate losing my pick on Thursday night. It just messes up my week.
All week long.
I hate that. I hate it.
You know what, though? I really wanted to take the Falcons. I wanted to take the Falcons, but then you said something about Mike Evans.
Every time I pick them, then Kyle Pitts
lose.
And then Kyle Pitts last night acted like he was Shannon Sharp. Tony Gonzalez, Gronk, all in one last night.
Right?
That's the Kyle Pitts.
I did not watch the game. I'll be honest with you. I was so
my
tired because yesterday was my first full day with both girls since Monday, like the weekend before. Tuesday, they went to the other grandmother's, and honest to God, I didn't even know what realm I lived in throughout the week last week. That's how sick I was. I had no voice. I had no voice. I mean, it was just awful.
I didn't even call you because I was just like, I'm not even gonna mess with her. I'm gonna let her just
right?
Yeah, I was like, I'm not. Yeah, I'm on. So we'll see. But so let's get this party started. If you like football, and like and share the show, get some people up in here. We got a lot of stuff to discuss. Like I said, playoff implications. We got games this weekend where a lot is on the line.
That's one of our favorite Tampa Bay Buck fans.
Yeah. So that game last night. Just incredible. Just incredible. Look, I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm also a fan of certain players. I like watching certain players. I'm a big fan of the running back position. Y'all know I'm a big fan of the running back position. Bijan Robinson, Jahmyr Gibbs, Achane, and guys like that, I get an absolute kick out of watching those guys. Bijan Robinson, he's just and I enjoyed watching him play at Texas too. So it's refreshing to see the running back position starting to get props and get back in the forefront. So let's get this party started. Let's see what do we got here. And
I will do a shout out to my boyfriend Jonathan. He just said, "Hey, everybody." So,
hey,
anyway.
what's going on, John? How you doing? How you doing, man? So
okay.
We'll
start out with the Week 14 scores, like we always do.
Yeah,
we'll talk about that Dallas.
This was hard to watch. This was bad. Just really bad. Look, I was feeling real good. Yeah. I was feeling real confident. You know, we beat the Eagles and the Chiefs in a matter of 4 days. First time in history. The first time in history that the Super Bowl champions, both Super Bowl participants are beat within that time. That's the first time ever in history. I'm like, okay, we're cooking with bacon grease, and then the Lions just destroyed all that. Look. Jahmyr Gibbs.
Look, y'all fought really well.
Yeah, yes. And it just goes to show there's still some things that need to be fixed with the Cowboys. I still think that they need an edge rusher. They really miss a guy like Micah Parsons, a guy who can just wreck a game.
After TJ sues the Pittsburgh Steelers for puncturing his lung, he may be looking for a new team.
I think TJ will more be looking for retirement, but they just couldn't get any pressure on Goff. They couldn't get any pressure on Goff, and they had no answer, absolutely no answer for Gibbs.
Right,
Jahmyr Gibbs. It takes a lot to impress me. Y'all know I'm a huge fan of the running back position.
Jahmyr Gibbs' biggest issue was Arthur Smith.
Gibbs.
Jahmyr
Gibbs?
The Falcons? Oh, wait a minute. I'm talking about
Jahmyr Gibbs is one of the elite playmakers, aka I think he's a top 3 back in the league. This guy, when you talk about his explosiveness, there's certain attributes that I like in a running back. I like size. I like a guy who's around between 210, 215. And I like guys that can run. Running back. I like a guy who's a game breaker, who can get to the open field and take it to the house. But then I
get Bijan. I thought I was getting them.
Well, yeah. But look, they were in the same draft.
Yeah.
They were in the same draft. So they're both coming up. And I think you're going to see both of these guys. They're going to be they'll probably end up being the top 2 highest paid backs in the league.
I think so.
But Gibbs is just so dynamic. And then you add in Jameson Williams, and then Sun God. And then
Wayne said Gibbs gave me 37 points on fantasy from that game.
Yeah. And look, I got him in 2 leagues, and I have Jameson Williams. So I had like a 50-point lead. I had a 50-point lead, So look, they're going to be a problem. Now, the only thing about them is they are suffering through some injuries, especially in the secondary. Terrion Arnold, he's out for the year.
Okay, never mind. We're talking about the line.
So Terrion Arnold, he's out. But you have sometimes when Jared Goff, and I don't think sometimes he gets the respect that he deserves. When he gets hot and he starts dealing, he goes through these little hot streaks where he's just hitting on everything. And they got a nice 1-2 punch. You got the, what do they call themselves? Sonic and Knuckles, and then look, CeeDee Lamb, he left the game with a concussion. That was ugly. That was real ugly. Yeah. I mean, he did the Tua thing with the fingers laying on the ground.
They weren't quite as bad, but they were like this.
Yeah, it was bad. And Pickens, I think this is the first time we saw a little bit of adversity from Pickens, where he kind of had there were some people questioning his effort in the game. Look, this is what you get with Pickens. This is what you get with Pickens, and the Cowboys are going to have to over the next few games. They're going to have to decide. You get the really, really highs with Pickens, where he just takes over a game and dominates a game and makes these flashy catches, and then you have to deal with the other stuff too. They're going to have to really decide. They said that there's no issues, but you kind of saw that he kind of ran some of his routes kind of lethargic. He didn't make an effort on a play. That's the ride. So you have to decide with that. But congratulations to the Lions. That hurt me. But look, if you would have told me in 3 games that we would beat the Eagles, that we would go 2-3 in a game against the Eagles, the Chiefs, and the Lions, and we would go 2-3, I would have been very happy with that. So they're still alive, especially with the Eagles kind of collapsing. The Eagles have kind of we'll talk about that in a minute, but congratulations to the Lions. Just an outstanding performance. And, they whipped our ass. That's just what it is. They took us to the woodshed. That score is not indicative of how dominant of a performance that the Lions put on. So congratulations to them. What we got next?
I still feel like Dallas played a lot better than what people gave them credit for. I think your defense is playing a lot better than what they were at the beginning of the year, but they really didn't play as well in this game.
Yeah.
The score is indicative to that.
Yeah.
But neither did the Lions defense did not play as well.
Well, the Cowboys offense is incredible. And before he got hurt, CeeDee Lamb had 100 yards in the first half, and then he got the concussion. I think it would have been a little bit closer of a score if they had no answer for CeeDee. CeeDee was just tearing them up. And then he went out. I don't know, the wind kind of went out themselves. But also the Cowboys just lack a consistent pass rush, a guy on the edge. They got the tackles this offseason during free agency or the draft or whatever. They're going to have to go get now. Again, we talk about this all the time, Mona. Elite edge rushers do not grow on trees. They just don't. So just to say, well, you got to go get an elite edge rusher. I don't know what they're going to do. There's guys out there that I think that maybe could be Trey Hendrickson, that you could go get Trey Hendrickson. Somebody you could go get who might be available, Trey Hendrickson. This offseason, that you could go out there and go get. He's pretty much done for the year. He just had surgery this past week, so maybe there's somebody out there. But look, the Lions played great. They were desperate too, because they just
lost a big game to Green Bay the week before.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They were hungry, and they're in a battle up there with the Packers, with the Bears. The NFC North is probably going to send 3 teams to the playoffs. So they're locked in Mortal Kombat up there to where they really have to they got to make a move up there. Seattle's incredible, man. Like we don't really see them that much, especially on my East Coast. All of my East Coast people, they don't really.
The Falcons, so I do not give them a whole lot of credit for that 37-9 victory.
But then last night the Falcons look incredible. This is the maddening thing.
The Bucks are hurting. The Bucks are injured. We have to take into account who they're playing against. Usually,
the Bucks got everybody back last night. Mike Evans went off. Mike Evans had 100 yards last night. That was his first game back.
Did Baker Mayfield have the game that we're used to watching him play because of that joint?
Mike Evans had 100 yards. He hadn't played in like 8 weeks. He hadn't played in 2 months. And Mike Evans,
he's one of the most consistent 100-yard receivers in the league and has been since he started. Nobody talked about it.
Yeah, they could have won that game. We'll talk about that. That messed up my damn pick. Seattle's going to be a force to be reckoned with. They're going to be a force to be reckoned with. They got an elite defense. They got an elite run game with 2 good backs. Jackson Smith and Jiggs is probably going to be, I did me and Mona every week. Make sure y'all tune into that on Coffee Talk every week, every Wednesday. Me and Mona are going to have our list out for the NFL awards until the actual awards come out. Jackson Smith and Jiggs was probably your offensive player of the year. They're a problem. Bills, they get the win over the Bengals. Joe Burrow looked incredible. Now he threw 2 picks back-to-back drives, but he was going off. And T. Higgins was going off until he got a concussion. By the way, the Bengals are under investigation for putting him back in the game. They said he had 2 concussions in the game, and you saw – look, here's a good indicator that somebody has a concussion. When they do like this, that's probably a good indication that they have a concussion. Somebody's going to pay for that. We saw with the Tua ordeal a few years back, where he had a concussion in the game and the doctor cleared him and that doctor was fired. I would imagine there's going to be some type of consequences for this, whoever passed him. But Josh Allen put his cape on once again. Look, Josh Allen reigning defending MVP. He put them on his back. So congratulations to them. The Bengals are in trouble. They're not mathematically eliminated quite. I think it's a very low percentage. They're not mathematically they're not mathematically eliminated, but with
they're
that
4-9 and now they're 4-9 now.
Yeah, that's the Chiefs. Yeah, they're eliminated, but
man.
Yeah, it's look, we'll talk about. I talked a little bit about the whole Joe Burrow ordeal, Blaze. I know you don't like it, but y'all better do something to help him out. The Titans, they get the win over the Brownies. Now, look, you saw 2 of the top quarterbacks from this past year's draft, the number 1 overall pick, Cam Ward, and you saw Shedeur Sanders. Shedeur Sanders threw for nearly 400 yards. Stop disrespecting Shedeur Sanders. Cleveland Browns. I know this is a hard concept for y'all to understand. You really had a pretty damn good draft. Maybe the best draft of this past year. You found your workhorse running back. You found an elite tight end, Harold Fannin Jr. You found Quinston Judkins. You found Schlesinger.
Wow.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it larger to where it's easier for Marcus to read.
What if Joe Burrow requests to trade him and goes to the Rams if Stafford takes the Rams to the Super Bowl and retires at the end of the season? Or what if he goes to the Vikings? Look, I put that up. If y'all go and check, I actually put up a slide. Make sure y'all go and check it in. Look, I post up content all day. Y'all got to get up in there. I actually posted a slide today about the top 5 destinations where I feel like Joe Burrow would have a lot of success. Now, I will say this. I hadn't heard anything about the Rams, but think about this. The Rams have 2 first-round picks, and one of them is going to be like top 7 or 8. They got the Falcons pick. They could put a little package together. Now, I don't know all of what they would want. Look, getting Joe Burrow would not be cheap, but if you were to go in there and be like, hey, look, we'll give you 2, 3 first-round picks. We'll give you both our first-round picks this year plus our first-round pick next year in 2027, I don't know. And Vikings, look, you could put a little package together. Look, we'll give you J.J. McCarthy, our first-round pick, and maybe Dallas Turner. I'm going to say this, and again, we don't pull punches here. We don't play favorites here. I want Joe Burrow out of Cincinnati. I want him out of Cincinnati. I did a piece on that this week about that look on his face, Mona. We talked about this off the air. He had that Andrew Luck look on his face. Yep. And we seen this. Cincinnati, you bet it would behoove you to listen to what this guy's saying, because I had that look. He had that look in his face, Mona. He had that look in his face like, if things don't change around here, I'm out. I'm going to retire. You don't want that. Well, we ain't going to trade him no matter what.
The sad thing to me about that story is we don't know how good Andrew Luck could have been had the Indianapolis Colts got him what he needed.
A line, an actual line, like really put effort in getting him a line. It is no fun as a quarterback. And I don't care how good of a quarterback you are. Mona, we did a piece a few years back on Alphabet's Bits talking about elite quarterbacks. They look very average when they're getting the hell beat out of them. It don't matter who it is. We've seen this, and I'll give you all a few examples. Kurt Warner, the greatest show on turf, the Patriots' first Super Bowl, they beat the living hell out of him. Tom Brady getting beat up by the 18-0 Patriots that got the hell beat out of them by that Giants pass rush when he was getting hit on every play. That's Tom Brady, prime Tom Brady with Randy Moss, and they made him look very average. We've seen it twice with Patrick Mahomes with his offensive line having issues, getting beat up in the Super Bowl by the Bucks and by the Eagles just this past year. He was running for his life in that Super Bowl. We saw the great Peyton.
This definitely is not the same Eagles team that played last year.
No doubt. We saw Peyton Manning, the great Peyton Manning, against that Seahawks defense in 2015. The Legion of Boom had Peyton Manning running for his life. So I don't care how good your quarterback is. If you don't have no good offensive line play and he's getting hit on every play, that clock starts speeding up and they look very average. So we'll see what happens. Vikings, they get the win over Washington. Look, Washington is and this is why I tell y'all to stop crowning people after 1 year. Oh, Jaden Daniels, he's going to take over the NFC East. Jaden Daniels, he's great. We got to stop using the term great so easy. Just after 1 year, you want to crown his ass. No, the thing about greatness, Mona, is I judge greatness by longevity, doing it year in and year out. Anybody can have one good year. And Jaden Daniels kind of looks kind of like RG3. We saw this with RG3, another former Washington Commander, Redskin at the time, quarterback who looked great his rookie year, and then he got broke up, and he's a real frail guy. Another reason I'm a sizes. I don't like football's a big man sport. And he was never the same again. So we got to stop with that. Dolphins have been on a little tear. Now, look, they beat the Jets. But, look, you just beat who's in front of you. Tua's looking pretty good. Achane is running wild. Now, Achane scares me, Mona, because, again, I'm a sizes. I don't like little-ass running backs. He's incredible. He had 170 yards against Buffalo. He ran up and down the field on them. I don't want Devon Achane getting 25 carries in a game. If you run him like that, like he's Derrick Henry, he's going to break. It would behoove you, Dolphins, to you got other backs over there, bigger backs, to pair him up with a bigger back. a thunder and lightning type thing with Ollie Gordon or Jalen Wright, dude, stop giving this man 25 carries or you're going to break him. I would be very concerned to pay him 18, 19, 20 million dollars like an elite back, because if with that, now you're really expecting him to carry the load, and he ain't built like that. He's 190 pounds. Yep. He's extremely fast, but he don't have the body type to get that many carries.
To withstand the hits that he's going to take.
It just won't work. It won't work. The Tyler Shough, and see, this is the other discipline. The Tyler Shough, 5th round pick, beats the Bucs. The Bucs are madly look. They're a very undisciplined football team. Last night, they had so many penalties. Last night, it was just like every other play was false start, illegal formation, holding. I mean, it was terrible. Todd Bowles. You may have lost that team. I don't like the other thing I don't like is undisciplined football teams. It's very hard to win a football game when you have a stupid football team who keeps getting penalties, keeps holding, keeps false starting, keeps lining up in the backfield, Jawan Taylor. Just every play you're messing up. So congratulations to the Saints. Y'all probably messed up y'all's path to get a top 3 pick, getting that win. Jaguars have been on a run. And look, I hated to see this. Mona, we did our awards. We both had Daniel Jones, aka Indiana Jones, as a front runner for the comeback player of the year.
And I think that if he hadn't broke his leg, then he probably would have remained that all the way through. But now with the broken leg, we talked about it.
Torn Achilles.
I didn't get to do it last week, but
torn Achilles.
I didn't think that he was going to be able to withstand being able to move around, and now he's got a torn
Achilles.
So he's got a broken leg too, though, don't he?
He had a partially fractured leg. Yeah. And look, here's the bad news for him. Because you got hurt so late in the season, we're in week 15. This is an injury that's gonna go over into next year. You were only there on a 1-year deal. So now let this be a lesson. And look, I love when players try to play through things and try to be tough. You also have to look at your long-term health and generational wealth. You're trying to play through this broken leg, so other parts of your leg are having to compensate for that, i.e. your ankle, i.e. your Achilles. Then you tear your Achilles. Look. I don't know if y'all
watched that video. I watched that video you posted on how they fixed an Achilles tear.
Yeah. That's it. That's a year. And Mona, we talk about this all the time. It's a year, but technically it's kind of 2 years because you'll come back, but you ain't running like you were when you got stitches. Basically, they're sewing your
and when running backs who have to have that footing.
Or running quarterback like him.
Is Najee ever going to be anywhere near the same he was with Pittsburgh? I don't think so.
Yeah, it's just I posted that video so people could really understand, because I don't really think people. Oh, he just tore his he tore his Achilles. That's that part in the back of that connects your heel to your calf. That little flash back there. That's your Achilles. That's not something easy to come back from. And he was on a 1-year deal. So now they're going to lowball him. They're going to give him a 1-year look-see deal. Instead of making $40+ million, he might get 20. So I just get well soon, Daniel Jones. Mona, your Steelers, they get the win over the Ravens. This was a big game. And look, this was basically a battle for the AFC North. And now with the Bengals being eliminated, it's just y'all two. It's a 2-man race. And now with TJ Watt probably out for a few weeks. We'll talk about that here in a minute. That's tough. That's real tough. So some of these younger players, Jack Sawyer, Derek Harmon.
That gets Nick Herbert back in the game quite a lot more. And I'm going to tell you something. This kid, he may not I think in the future he's the next TJ Watt.
Who's that? Herbig?
Yep.
I like Jack Sawyer myself. I really like him.
I think Herbig's going to be his replacement.
Okay. So we'll see how that works out.
But then again, you got Alex Highsmith who can't stay healthy and stay on the field too. So
yeah. These guys, the Derek Harmon and Jack Sawyer, I think those are your two guys. I think Derek Harmon's your Cam Hayward long-term replacement, and I believe that Jack Sawyer is is he TJ Watt? I don't know, probably not, but I think that was the guy that they no again, elite edge rushers don't grow on trees, but that's their plans for him. The Broncos, they get the win over the Raiders. The Broncos are a problem, people.
I'm gonna tell you, the defense is a problem. Yeah. The Broncos defense is a problem. Bo Nix is hit or miss. He reminds me of CJ Stroud. He's hit or miss.
Yeah.
And it ain't that he ain't got weapons, because he's got weapons. Yeah. But it's Bo Nix himself.
Yeah.
Whether he can do something and be the quarterback whisperer that he's supposed to be with Bo Nix, I don't know. Because sometimes you just got to have the talent. And I don't know.
They got to keep it very simple with him. He's basically a bus driver. They tell him, don't F this up, basically. Now, they relied a lot on J.K. Dobbins. J.K. Dobbins is gone for a year. They drafted this kid, R.J. Harvey, the running back. They got to keep it very simple, but that defense, Lord Hammer, that defense is outstanding. They are really good. And Chiefs going forward in the future, you got to.
I agree. Bo Nix is a Brad Johnson 2.0 with an all-world defense.
Okay, I'll buy that for $1. He's got to step it up, especially going into the playoffs where you're going to see elite quarterbacks. So you need your quarterback. Look, we've seen this recently with a slightly above average quarterback, Jalen Hurts, has an all-world defense in a running game, and you can still win.
Yep,
it can be done. It can be done, but he's got to. Sometimes you need your.
AJ Brown is a problem for Jalen Hurts and the Eagles too. He is a problem. I think he already wants out there.
Yeah, well, he gets frustrated when you're a receiver and you're wide open and your quarterback is throwing it 5 feet behind you or over your head. Now, when you say stuff like that, you gotta catch the ball because you cause an interception, and you also.
He kind of reminds me of another Eagles quarterback back in the day who threw shoestring passes to his receivers, killing them.
Yeah.
And yes, I'm talking about Jonathan McNabb.
Okay. Hey, get him. So we'll see how that works out. Packers, they jump in front. This just goes to show you how quickly things can turn. They went from like the Bears were the number 1 seed to like 5 or 6. Just like that. Because it's so competitive in the NFC conference that, look, just like that. So the Packers, now they got another game coming up this week. We'll make our predictions here in a minute. Packers against the Broncos. That's going to be a big game. But that Packers defense is a problem. The Bears are coming, folks. The Bears are coming. I told Torch this too. He's like, oh, man, Ben Johnson, the way Ben Johnson has those boys playing, that has Caleb Williams in year 2 with a real coach. In the next couple of years, the Bears are going to be a real problem. If not this year, I don't know if they're ready this year, but next year, if they make a couple of additions, the Bears are going to be a problem. Matthew Stafford bounces back after a kind of a bad game last week.
I told you would.
Yeah, you did. Matthew Stafford, he's just incredible. He's this.
He's my front runner for MVP.
Front runner for the MVP. It's been going back and forth. We did
our for you, not for me.
He's incredible. He's incredible. And look, that they got a good ass defense. Plus, they got 2 all-world receivers. Yep. That one-handed catch that Tua made, Puka. Lord have mercy. I mean, we talk about the elite tandem, wide receiver tandem. We also have to throw Puka and Devontae Adams in there too. Congratulations to them. And then once again, that damn that Texans defense. Don't nobody want to see those guys. What they did to Josh Allen and to Patrick Mahomes was just incredible. They just come at you in wave after wave after wave. They hit you the entire game. They can cover on the back end. They're a problem. Yep. Chargers get the win over the Eagles. Somebody else, we got it. Look, he hasn't won this and he hasn't won that. Y'all have to understand, this is a man who's in the same division with a team that has been to 5 Super Bowls and have been to the last 3 Super Bowls in a row. That's what he has to deal with twice a year. Yep. He finally got a good coach. They got rid of Brandon Staley. They got him some weapons because every year Austin Eckler was hurt and Mike Williams was hurt and Keenan Allen was hurt. And then he loses both of his tackles and then he loses both of his starting running backs. And this man is still out there with a broken wrist out there battling, stiff arming people with his broken wrists. Stop disrespecting Justin Herbert. He's coming.
They won't until he wins something. And once he wins, then they can't keep their eyes shut no more.
Okay. No, that's fair. You got to go do it. Look, potential just means you ain't did it yet. But Justin Herbert is one of the better quarterbacks in our league. He doesn't have the resume, but this dude is coming. And I think if he sticks with Harbaugh made Alex Smith look good and Colin Kaepernick, okay? Let's not forget that. This guy is twice the quarterback those guys are. If he can stay healthy, he's going to be a problem. And the Chiefs and AFC West, y'all are going to have to deal with this guy. I didn't realize how good of a runner he is. When he takes off and run, he's a problem. He's a big man. He's 6'6", probably closer to 6'7". And when he takes off and starts running, he about 240, 6'6", 6'7". He's a problem. And then arm talent, maybe Josh Allen and him probably got the 2 best arms in the league. He's a problem. So congratulations to them. The Eagles are on a 3 they've lost 3 out of the past 5 games. They're on a 3-game losing streak. What we're witnessing with the Eagles right now is kind of what we saw with them in 2023, where they had an epic collapse at the end. The Cowboys can still win that division. So they better.
Justin Herbert is 6'6".
Yeah, that's 6'6". He looks taller than 6. I mean, he's Josh Allen is 6'5". Tom Brady was 6'4". I mean, this guy, he's a big dude. He ain't
little. I mean, he ain't skinny.
Yeah, he ain't no little skinny dude. This what I tell y'all. Size matters. Football's a big man sport. He's tall. He's heavy. He's got an awesome arm. I'm not looking for the next Kyler Murray or the next Bryce Young. I'm looking for the next Josh Allen. I'm looking for the next Justin Herbert. I'm looking for the next big man. I'm just trying to tell y'all. So congratulations to the Chargers on a good win over the defending champs. News and notes. What we got?
Just a few things, actually.
This hurt me. I hate to see players get hurt. And we've made a lot of jokes. I know I have. I'll speak for me. Mona can speak for herself. I've made a lot of jokes about Daniel Jones throughout the years. I don't ever wish injury on anybody. I don't. I laugh and I joke and stuff like that. What he was doing.
You know what I do? I pray when they start out with the team as a rookie and they have a couple of bad years and then they end up getting traded off to the next team and the next team or whatever. I actually pray that they go to the next team and they absolutely ball out. That's what I hope to see.
And after he got cut by the Giants, he went to the Vikings last year. He was a backup for the Vikings, and then he beat out Anthony Richardson.
Yeah.
And he's played good ball. I just hope he recovers from this Achilles injury and heals up. And I really hope now, she seems like a really smart lady. I hope Carly Ursay looks and sees what this guy did this year and is like, look, this is the kind of guy we want on our team. this is the kind of guy we want on our team. And
Yeah,
maybe you take a little leap.
getting out there and wanting to play, even with a
He
fractured
took
leg.
one for the team, Mona. He really took one for the team because he could have been like, nah, I ain't going out there and play. I got too much on the line. I go out there and I get hurt. Then what? I think that the Indianapolis Colts should reward him kind of. Like, I'm not giving you $50 million a year, but 35, 40. Can I get 35, 40 for what I did?
With the torn Achilles, they're gonna have to give him a year. They're gonna lowball him and get another year deal, and see how he comes back from the Achilles tear.
That's why these players, people question them. Well, why don't they go out there and play? Because of this right here. Because if I go out there and get hurt, just go out there and go play. Go out there for the team. Because guess what? When you get hurt, the team don't give a damn about you. They don't give a damn about you. They're gonna try to give you the lowest contract possible. So let this be a lesson for all you people. Just play through the pain. No, I'm not doing that because look. And let me tell you something. While we're speaking about this, all of these college kids, they're going to be top 10 picks or whatever. If you're not in the college football playoffs, my suggestion to be to you, and I saw this one year here at the Sun Bowl here in El Paso. The Stanford Cardinal were coming here, and I got my tickets to go watch them because you know who I want to go see, Mona? I want to go see Christian McCaffrey. And you know what Christian McCaffrey said? I ain't playing because I'm gonna be a top 10 pick. I'm not going out there in the Sun Bowl and tearing my ACL, and then in the draft in 3 months from now.
Oh yeah. A lot of these college players who know that they're probably going to go high in the draft are not playing in these.
I'm not playing a bowl game. I'm not playing, and I'm gonna be a top 10 pick and have guaranteed money. And you want me to go out there and play in the Poinsettia Bowl? Nah, I ain't doing that. You can call, well, you take one. Nah, I'm not doing that. Are y'all gonna pay me if I go out there and tear my ACL and then I drop from the first round into the damn 5th or 6th round? No, I'm not doing that. No. I'll say it in Spanish too. No, I'm not doing that. So here's the oldest and the youngest player now. Aaron Rodgers is no longer the oldest player in the NFL right now. Phillip Rivers at 44 years old. He came back this week. He's replacing Daniel Jones. And look, everybody's talking crap about, what did they call Cam Newton? Cam Newton's not good, folks. Look, all my black folks out there, this is racism. It's not racism, y'all. It's not racism. And I'm going to say it because I'm a black man. I can say it. Mona can't say it, but I can.
No, I can say it. No, I can say it, and I will say it.
Okay.
Phillip Rivers was better.
Phillip Rivers is better than him even at 44 years old. Damn, Marcus. Yes, he really is. Now, me personally, if I were the GM of the Indianapolis Colts. Now, there was a report that they called
since he's been out of the NFL for one. Next year, I believe he is eligible for the Hall of Fame. Everybody says he's getting in. I don't think he belongs in. Definitely not first ballot. What has he won? He has done nothing. Now, listen. Before Drew Brees won a Super Bowl, he led the league in stats at quarterback for a long freaking time. Drew Brees was a true deal, and he finally won a Super Bowl. So that's why he's in the Hall of Fame.
You know who's number 2 all time in passing?
In the Hall of Fame, in my opinion.
We did a little exercise the other day, Mona. We talked about this a little bit. Phillip Rivers is number 7 all time.
Yep.
In passing yards, he's number 7 all time. But I just said that. Look, Phillip Rivers is right behind Big Ben Roethlisberger.
Oh, he's probably gonna move up. Well, if he comes in and
he's only could he get 1,000 yards in 3 games?
I don't know. Unless they make the playoffs.
Well, they don't count playoff. They don't count playoff yards. They don't count playoff yards in your over. So Phillip Rivers is at 63,440 yards.
Robert Withers calling out the can man.
The kid, yeah, he's a rental quarterback. That's a great thing. Look, so I'm just real quick. Your top 8, your top 8 all-time passing yards leader. Number 1, of course, Brady. Brees at 2. Peyton Manning. Okay, those are 3 Hall of Famers. Brett Favre at 4, Hall of Famer. Aaron Rodgers, he's still playing. He'll be a first ballot Hall of Famer. Big Ben Roethlisberger, he'll be a Hall of Famer.
Aaron Rodgers just passed Big Ben too.
He just passed him about maybe a month ago. And then Ben's at 6. Phillip Rivers is at 7. Stafford, who's still playing, he's at 8. Matt Ryan's at 9. Dan Marino's at 10, and Eli Manning's at 11. Of those 11 that I just called to you, only 3 of them don't have a Super Bowl. Only 3 of them. Dan Marino, Phillip Rivers, and Matt Ryan. So we'll see what happens.
His career with the Atlanta Falcons.
Yeah. So we'll see what happens. And then you got Judkins there. Mona, I sent this to you. Look. TJ Watt's one of my favorite players in the NFL. Of course, y'all know I'm a Cowboys fan, but I'm also I like good players. I like good players. TJ Watt's one of those. What's that?
Taco Charlton.
Mona. Yeah, that was real bad. Hey, look, he's I don't know what's going to happen with this.
You guys want me to make him have some nightmares online so you can see it? Yeah. 2 games back to back, 6 touchdown passes. 2 games back to back.
Yeah, that was
on the bench both weeks.
Yeah, that was real bad. That was real bad. Speedy recovery to TJ Watt. I don't know what's going to happen with it. Now the Steelers have a game on Monday. He's definitely not playing on Monday.
Yeah, he's that week.
Honestly, with that, I mean, that's your lungs.
Just so you know, we're 1-10 when TJ is not in the game.
I thought it was 1-11, but yeah, it's
no,
really
1-10.
It's 1-10.
1-10.
Yeah, it's just. So we'll see what happens. Who are y'all playing this week?
Miami.
And Miami's one of the hottest teams in the league.
But it's at night in Pittsburgh, and it's supposed to be about 20 degrees.
I put a slide up today about Tua's record in games below 40 degrees. He's 0-5 in games below 40 degrees. That's not so. That is encouraging.
And you better believe that defense is going to be after Tua.
They better get after him, and they better get Achane on the ground.
The harder you move and the harder you hit, the warmer you stay. That's what the defense is.
And get Achane on the ground fast. Don't let him get to the perimeter because that'll be a bad day. Devontae Adams, he told Matthew Stafford, when you retire, I retire. So that's pretty cool. That's really cool. They got a great chemistry. He's got the most 1-yard touchdowns like in NFL history, receiving touchdowns. And I think Matthew Stafford has kind of rejuvenated him, with what he went through with Jimmy G. Jimmy G nearly getting them killed. The year with the Jets. It seems like, this is great. They look like they have fun playing together. Just great. I love it because it ends up being like a brotherhood. So we'll see. Enjoy these players, guys, because look,
that's just like men in combat. When you go to war and you fight side by side, you guys become brothers regardless.
My best friend, we used to sleep on the back of a Humvee out in the middle of nowhere, man. Happy birthday, Tito, by the way. So we'll see.
Sorry, I didn't know.
It was this week. It ain't today. It was like this week. But
but I usually always wish him when I'll see it. But I haven't been online. I've had double pneumonia. Started out with walker pneumonia, turned into double pneumonia. And listen, from Tuesday of last week until probably Saturday, all week, not this week, but last week, I didn't know what realm I was fighting for. I didn't know what planet I lived on. I didn't know much of nothing. Fact.
Yeah, that's it when you're sick like that. So, All right. Discussions of a football junkie. What do we have here? What we got here, Mona? What you got lined up?
We're going to talk about this because when you said this to me, I was like, wow, it's real hard. How do you? But I'm going to have to go with. We know Micah Parsons is making $46.5 million. What is Benito when his contract comes due? What is he?
He just got paid. No, Mona. He just got paid. He just got paid.
A 3-year
Benito
contract.
just got paid. No, Benito just got paid.
3-year contract, right? It was 3 years.
Yeah, he just got paid.
I understand
and
that.
I'm just like,
do you think he's going to go through 3 years with Micah Parsons making 46.5 and he's got the same amount of sacks and tackles for losses? Listen, he's going to be asking for a raise within the next year.
And guess who else is about to get paid? Will Anderson Jr. Oh, we just saw Aiden Hutchinson just got paid this offseason too.
Yep. And Ty Hendrickson from the Cincinnati Bengals, he's going to get paid next year. Somebody's going to pay that man.
Well, here's the thing with Hendrickson that kind of hurts him. One, now he's coming off of an injury, and two, he's 31 years old.
He really comes from an injury. This was a surgery he had done during the off season, and he would have probably never missed a game. That was well planned, my dude. I am proud of
Bravo.
Absolutely.
But look, you have to take finances into things here. Benito, and with that defense, I'm able to put more things around you, and they were able to pay some of these other guys around him too. Patrick Tang Jr. is paid a lot of money. Then they go get Hufanga, and they go get Drake Greenlaw, and they go pay Zach Allen. And that's what allows you to have, I believe the Broncos have a better defense than the Packers do. And that's no slight to Micah Parsons. Look, I'm a huge Micah Parsons. I got his jersey when he was here.
I think the Packers defense is probably next year draft away from building that defense up. But I think they need maybe another offensive lineman too.
They do, but guess what? They don't have a first-round pick for the next 2 years. They gave it up to the Cowboys. So you better find it in the second round because you ain't got a first-round pick for 2 years.
Or free agency.
So, but you got the second highest paid quarterback and the highest paid non-quarterback in the league. It's kind of hard when you got two of the highest paid at their position on your team.
You got all your money on the one side of the ball, like the Steelers do on the defense.
Or tied up in two players on either side of the ball. They got Jordan Love makes $55 million, he makes $47, but between two players, you got nearly $90 million tied up between nearly 100, 47 and 55. You got over $100 million on two players.
Yeah,
that's not sustainable. So look, we talked about this a little bit. I did a piece on it. Make sure y'all check it out. Dwayne, he did a nice, he chopped it up that I did on Coffee Talk. That look on his face. We've seen this movie before, Mona. We've seen this movie before. It will behoove you.
And he shocked the Indianapolis Colts.
And he did it right after the draft.
They
did it right after the draft too, Mona. He did it right after the draft. That's what pissed people off.
He played that. No, he played one game, didn't he? Or was it a preseason game?
No, he went out there during the preseason and he was like, I'm not playing. I'm not. I don't feel like going through this rehabbing again. After the draft was in April and then preseason was in July, and he was like, I'm not playing. Well, hell, we could have drafted a quarterback. Well, sorry, I'm not playing.
That was kind of his FU to him.
Yes. And when guys start talking about retirement or kind of making innuendos and little, clues about it, guess what? They've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
They've been thinking about it. It's like that one. It's like that person is like talking about divorce, and then just one day you come home and they're gone.
Yeah.
And it's like, I've been thinking about this. I just finally followed through with it.
You walk in the front door, you see pictures are missing, and you're like, damn, did I get robbed? What's going on? TV's gone, the DVD player's gone, and you walk into your bedroom and half the closet's gone, and well, you think the closet's empty, but then you open it up and
it's just your clothes.
Gone. Yeah,
it's just your clothes. It would behoove you, Cincinnati Bengals,
to listen to this man.
You better listen to what he's saying. You better pay attention because you're gonna be real hurt. Your feelings are gonna be real hurt. One day he just like, you know what? He's 29 years old. He's been on IR like 3 times.
I kind of feel like the Baltimore Ravens better do something and step it up for Lamar Jackson, because if they don't, Lamar's already had a few, pretty nasty injuries. If they don't, they're going to get him killed. For one,
their right tackle. I went and watched some film the other day, Mona. His name is Falele. He is terrible.
Yep.
This guy gets beat immediately, and he's a guard. When your center and your guards get their ass kicked quick, that's the most dangerous thing for a quarterback, because that's like right in their face. If an edge rusher's coming, I can kind of step into the pocket.
And then they decide to pay Andrews, and they should have been looking at paying Isaiah Likely.
Right. Terrible roster construction. Bengals. We're saying this now. These shows are on YouTube, and we'll come back and revisit this. It would behoove you to listen to what this man's saying. I would call him into my office, and what can we do to help you? Because if you're successful, we're successful. Better get this man some help on the offensive line. Better get it done. It's great he's got great wide receivers. That's awesome. But you ain't got no defense. You let Josh Allen just run around and do whatever.
I think Zach Taylor's seat could be burning a little bit too.
Yeah, he why would you not spy Josh Allen? Why? They were kicking the hell out the Bills. T. Higgins was killing them. They had no answer for T. Higgins. None. They had no answer. Chase didn't really have a good game, but T. Higgins was killing them. Even with a concussion, he was killing them. And Joe Burrow was dicing them up. He had the 2 interceptions. But it's like he can't make any mistakes. He has to play perfect because their defense is so bad. They're so bad. And then you're probably not getting Hendrickson back. So fix it. Just like Meek Mill says, there's levels to this. Whatever you do, there's levels to this. Every year, every week, the Alphabet's football show brings you your statistical leaders and their power rankings. Patriots, 10 straight wins. 10 straight wins. Look, they got a big test. All y'all people out there, the Patriots, they ain't playing nobody. They're okay.
How do we move up 3 spots to 16 and the Ravens move up 3 spots after losing to Pittsburgh? Yeah. This is that Ralph Bacino or whatever the hell his name is. And I agree with you. I don't agree with this list at all.
Yeah, it's some silliness. Look, big game for the Patriots. If you tired of the Bills running that division, this is the week. This is the week. Yep. Now they play earlier in Buffalo, and you got them. And Stephon Diggs put on an absolute show. Drake May put on a show. The Bills, all my Buffalo Bills fans out there, this game here, look. Joe Burrow's not going to be in the playoffs. Lamar Jackson may not be in the playoffs. Okay. The Chiefs may not be in the playoffs. This is your best chance. If you can't win this year with no Patrick Mahomes in the playoffs, Joe Burrow probably not in the playoffs, when are you ever going to win?
Oh, I told you 3 years ago their window lock was closed.
Then you're not going to probably win the division. So what that means is you got to go on the road. You feel confident going to Houston on the road in the playoffs? Because you're not getting the home game. Oh, and this is your last year at your stadium because you're building a new stadium. So Huge game. Seahawks at 2, Broncos, Rams. I don't really have too much of a problem with.
I don't have much of a problem with the top 10. I really don't.
Eagles at 12. I kind of have a problem with that. The Eagles
but they moved down 5 to 12.
Yeah, but are the Eagles better than if the Eagles line up against the Texans? Who would you pick in that game?
Well, I mean, like I said, this is going into week 15. They dropped 5 points, and the Texans jumped 3 points because the Texans were losing some games there for a while. I mean,
Yeah, and I think the Colts are going to drop back. Now we'll see. We'll see what Rivers does. They got a good team. If he could just kind of keep them afloat and they run the ball. Look, he was never a great athlete anyway. He's got the ugliest throwing motion.
He's got a noodle arm. I've always said he had a noodle arm.
Well, he's got a strong arm. But don't get noodle arm confused with.
I'm talking about the way.
Yeah, his throwing motion.
When you watch him throw the ball, it looks like a freaking noodle off his shoulder.
When I think noodle arm, I think of your arm strength.
You can't throw the ball. And I get what you're saying.
Yeah,
and I don't mean anything about him not having any power. I'm saying when he throws that ball, he's very dangerous if you can get edge rushers in at him because they can make him fumble the football left and right.
Yeah, he ain't got no kind of mobility, no kind of athleticism. But one thing he does have, the last thing that leads an athlete is your intellect. He's seen everything. He's got a quick release. I mean, he gets rid of
I like Joe Flacco.
I like Joe Flacco. He's a smart. Like you saw, Flacco was out there. Flacco was out there winning games strictly off of his brain.
Right.
He can do that. If you give him a good running game with Jonathan Taylor and the defense plays solid, I think they can. Now, he's not the athlete that Daniel Jones is. Daniel Jones can move around a little bit. So we'll see what happens. I don't really have too much problem with it. Now, the New York Giants, if the draft was held today, the New York Giants would have the number 1 pick. The New York Giants would. So we'll see what happens. There's your power rankings there. And then here's your division. Big game, AFC East, Bills, Patriots. Huge game. Huge.
Yeah. This will be the game of the week.
Huge game. Huge game. Jacksonville and Houston. Look, and Indy's kind of falling off. Again, we'll see what Phillip Rivers does. But Jacksonville, that Jacksonville defense, Trevor Lawrence is playing pretty good. Travis Etienne's playing pretty good. And then that Houston defense. That Houston defense, I'm extremely impressed with what they do. Pittsburgh jumps over Baltimore. But again, we just showed y'all the injury to TJ Watt. I don't know when or if he's playing again this season, depending on what happens, with playoffs and stuff like that. I
actually did research on that. Okay. And they're saying it was a very small perforation.
Okay.
That they had to go in and fix. And they said that within 7 to 10 days, he could be completely healed.
Okay.
So, there you go.
Okay, so he's going to definitely miss Monday. That's like what 3 days.
Yeah, they've already called it out that he's not playing Monday night.
Hopefully he's back in the next game. So we'll see what happens there. That's a 2-man race.
I think the next game we play either the Browns. I think it's the Browns because we ain't played them but one game.
Okay.
So we got to play. I think it's the Browns. I think we play the Lions. Like I said, we got a couple of tough games coming up.
Yeah. So hopefully he's back.
And we got to play Baltimore again. So
hopefully he's back for those games. Denver can kind of lock things up over there. The Chiefs are not mathematically eliminated, but it's down to like single digit probability for them. The Chiefs just aren't a good football team right now. They have some real problems. One, they can't run the ball. Their leading rushers.
The line is awful right now.
Their offensive line is decimated. Their receivers can't catch the ball, and Travis Kelce's a shell of himself. That's just what it is.
and Hollywood Brown ain't playing this week.
He's not playing this week. Yeah, so it's just it's just tough over there. Somebody asked me the other day, is their dynasty over? Look, even the Patriots didn't win every single year. I think that they do need a soft reset. Yeah, they lost. So this is their dynasty's over. I don't think their dynasty's over, but they do need a soft reset. You need to get rid of Kelsey. You need to go find you a game-breaking back. Look, Hunt, Kareem Hunt, I like him. He's slow. He's not going to do anything. He's 3 yards in a cloud of dust, and that's great. Goal line and stuff like that. But he's not the kind of guy that's going to break off this is where the speed element comes in. I tell y'all about speed. He's got 500 yards on the year.
And Pacheco is just not the same player.
Pacheco was a 4-3 guy, but since he's had those lower leg injuries, he's a shell of himself. You need to go get you a Breece Hall type back, a Kenneth Walker III, or a high draft pick running back that's Jeremiah Love from Notre Dame. I really like him. So you need to go get you a guy like that. Philadelphia is 3 games in a row. Dallas is on their heels. They're 2 games behind them. Now Philadelphia plays the Raiders this week. Don't lose to the Raiders. It'll be a bad I'm not saying you will or you won't. We're about to make our picks, but if you lose to the Raiders, Philadelphia Eagles fans, when we come back and we have this show next week, it's not going to be a good day for you because it won't be a good day for you. Tampa Bay, look, they lost last night, so they're 7-7 now. Now this is before the Thursday night game. Carolina's on top of that division now. Carolina's on top. Carolina's an emerging team. They got 2 bruising backs and Chuba Hubbard and
forever because they gave up so much to get Bryce Young, and they got rid of so many players when they got Bryce Young.
DJ Moore
moved up, and I think it's been 2 years, 3 years maybe since they had a first round pick. Probably since Bryce Young.
Yeah, they gave up a lot to get him. And they finally got him a number 1 receiver. They got two-headed monster over there with Chuba Hubbard and Rico Dowdle. And the defense is pretty good. So they're on top of that division now. Tampa, you better fix it.
Dowdle to me is their number 1 back.
Yeah. He took, and they just paid Chuba too. So that's crazy. So we'll see what happens there. Green Bay, they jump over Chicago, but Green Bay's got a big game this week against Denver.
Yep.
And Jordan Love to me is very inconsistent. I told George this, just like if he were sitting here. Jordan Love.
But so is Bo Nix.
Yeah.
This game's in Denver. This game's in Denver, so that favors Bo Nix.
Yeah, and that defense. So, and then the Rams, the NFC West. Good Lord, man, that just they're going to probably send 3 teams. The North is probably going to send 3 teams. So, there's your standings for the divisions there. Prescott jumps to the top. Dak Prescott, Mona, you brought this to my attention. Like, we can't put Dak Prescott in the comeback player of the year. I don't know if he's done it.
If they surpass the Eagles and they make it to the playoffs, he is your comeback player of the year.
Comeback player of the year, especially with Daniel Jones being out. Drake May. Oh, he doesn't throw for 300 yards. No, he doesn't throw for 300. But guess what he does do? He throws for 250, 260. And he doesn't turn over the ball. Yeah. And you can win a lot of games like that. He's not going to go out there and throw for 300-400 yards. That's not his game. He's efficient. He's very efficient. He's very surgical, very accurate. We'll see this week. Now we'll see with the rematch against Buffalo. I'm so interested in that game. Patrick Mahomes basically.
Passing yards don't mean a whole lot because you can look at some of these teams.
Mm-hmm.
Kansas City Chiefs, Pat Mahomes is in third place in passing, and their team is likely not making the playoffs.
Well, because their running game sucks. So that's all he has to throw every day. He has to throw. This is why you want to be balanced on the football team. Yep. You don't want to just be pass all the time. You don't want to just be run all the time. You want to find that balance between running and passing.
Look, you're talking to the Pittsburgh Steelers fan who had to put up with Kenny Pickett and Duck and Mason and what was the other kid?
Dwayne Haskins
that got killed.
Yeah.
And now we got geriatric Rodgers.
Yeah. So look,
at least he can still throw the ball if the offensive line can keep the defense off of him.
Yeah, no doubt. And then Stafford, old man, people forget it's Matthew Stafford, 37 years old. He ain't no spring chicken either. And then Jared Goff over there, I think he's very underrated. A lot of people don't give him the respect I feel like he deserves. Dallas better after what he did to them this weekend. But Jackson Smith-Njigba is probably going to be your offensive player of the year. Mona, we were unanimous about that as far as what he's doing. Just incredible. Puka Nacua, one of my favorite players. Pickens, even with the bad game he had this past week, he's at 3. He's what? He's right behind him.
He's just right behind Puka. Yeah.
He's right behind Puka, Chase, and then Sun God. And then Jonathan Taylor. Just look, James Cook is kind of – before Jonathan Taylor was kind of running away with it. Cook done kind of –
well, two good players on the Buffalo Bills.
Yep.
James Cook, Josh Allen.
Gotta feed him. Gotta feed this guy. Gotta feed him. Gotta feed him. Gotta feed him. Don't be. You gotta feed James Cook. Achane, a 90-yard touchdown waiting to happen every time he touches the ball. Not the biggest of guy. Not the biggest of guy. But if he gets to the perimeter or he gets to the second level of your defense, he's out of there. Bijan Robinson, probably my first or second favorite back right now. Go Longhorns. And then Gibbs, probably my favorite back right now. I love his combination of speed, elusiveness. He's the total package. He's fast. Probably the fastest back. When I watch him play, he reminds me a lot of CJ2K from the Titans back in the day. It's just he puts his foot in the ground and he's gone. Yep. Guys like that, that's the difference between barely getting 1,000 yards and a guy who's getting 1,900 yards, because he can be having a bad game, and have 30 yards for the game, and then one run and that's 70 yards and he hits 100 yards. So, or then if he breaks off several long runs, that's when you get that the 150, 200 yard game. So I just love Jahmyr Gibbs. I can't stop talking about the guy. He's one of my favorite players to watch. And I'm a running back fan. I like speed. I like power, too. I consider myself a power back. It's better if you have both. Most people don't have both. But when you're able to – now, I like Bijan. He's bigger. Bijan's closer to 220 pounds, but he's another one. He can catch. He's fast. He's powerful. He shook, oh my God, he shook some of those damn Bucks defenders like right out of their cleats last night. So there's your top 5 there. And because my lovely co-host is a defensive girl, we always got to throw the sack leaders up there. What Myles Garrett's doing, y'all, is just you're watching history. You need to be watching this guy because you're watching history. This kind of reminds me a few years back, Mona. You remember when that's the summer of home runs with Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa, and they would cut out of stuff, and they would go to his at bat. Him and Sam, it was like Sammy Sosa versus Mark McGwire. They were both juicing. Now we know that now, but at the time it was extremely fun to watch because you just knew you were watching it. He's going to break Hank Aaron's all-time home run record, and it was just awesome. A single season home run record. So Myles Garrett, every time, just watch this guy. He's a technician. And then Brian Burns, I like him. Cognito, we talked about him and Micah Parsons.
He only needs 3 sacks to beat the sacks leader. Or sacks leader is Michael Strand, too.
Yeah. So I think he gets it, but we'll see. Look, it ain't over till it's over. Yep. Should he do it? Yes, but he may not. It ain't written in the stars, and it ain't done until it's done. So we'll see what happens.
A lot depends on who they're playing against.
Yep, no doubt about it. So we'll see. And then Nick Bonito and Parsons, they're tied there. So, but Micah Parsons make $20 million more a year. Is he $20 million better than Bonito?
You know who the Browns play this weekend?
Who's that?
The Chicago Bears.
I don't know. Caleb Williams is very mobile. He's gonna have to work. He ain't no statue.
Then they play the Bills.
The guy who's not easy to sack.
Last game of the season, they played Pittsburgh.
And look, if he's like one off, and even if they're eliminated, they're eliminated. He's playing. It's not like they're going to be. So we'll see. Again, we're watching. It ain't done yet, but he's probably got a pretty good chance of getting there. So there's all your. Mona, give me some Rocky Byer players of the week.
All right, so our Rocky Byer Tough Guy Award segment. We have our defensive players of the week for week 14, and they are Raul Douglas. Is that how you say it?
Rasul.
Okay. You can do the other one. Muhammad.
Okay.
I can give you the last names.
Al-Qadim Muhammad. Al-Qadim Muhammad.
Rasul Douglas had 5 passes defended and 1 interception, and Muhammad had 3 sacks and 3 tackles. So,
yeah, he was giving our offensive line fits. This ain't even Aiden Hutchinson. This is like their other guy. Jesus, man.
All right, so our offensive players of the week for week 14 are, of course, Josh Allen with 78.6 completion percentage rate, 251 passing yards, 4 total touchdowns, 139.7 passer rating. And then we got on the NFC offensive side, we got Puka with 7 receptions, 167 receiving yards, and 2 receiving touchdowns.
Yeah,
and that
awesome.
that one catch, he wasn't a touchdown, but that one catch he made was just unbelievable. Receivers today are making catches that we never seen those kind of catches back in the day.
I'm going to say this, though, but my son got mad when I said this. Those gloves they have now, I didn't have gloves like that coming up. Yeah. And my son, when my son was playing college ball, when Matt was playing, I bought him gloves, and I'm like, damn, like you could throw them damn gloves to the wall and they'll stick to the wall like Spider-Man. I'm not saying that that's the only reason you're catching it, but it helps some of these damn gloves they have now. I'm just saying.
Yeah, they are. They definitely help. Okay, and then we got our special teams players of the week, and we had Marvin Mims Jr. with a 48-yard punt return for a touchdown, and then you got Rashid Shaheed.
Say that 3 times real fast.
No, I'm looking at some professional names. 3 return yards and a 100-yard kick return for a touchdown.
Okay.
Very impressive young men. Very, very impressive.
Shaheed, they need to get him more involved in now. When he was with they traded him over from the Saints. They need to find some way to get him more involved. You should get great looks playing on the other side of Jackson Smith and Jigba. Y'all need to get this dude. He's a pretty good receiver, too. He's fast as hell. And he had some good games with the Saints.
All right, so I got a did you know? Matthew Stafford needs 278 yards to pass Phillip Rivers for the 7th on the all-time passer leading there you go. Tongue-tied. Sorry. There's your list of your guys. I think he passes Phillip Rivers. how long he'll keep it depends on how well Philip Rivers throws the ball for the coach.
Yeah. Well, and look, he's Matthew Stafford 7 years younger than him too. I think this is just I don't think Rivers is coming back to play permanently. You know what I'm saying? I think he's just going to try to finish out the year.
Well, I think if Matthew Stafford takes his team to the Super Bowl and wins another Super Bowl, I think he retires. He might come back for another year, but if he gets MVP of the league and wins the Super Bowl and probably gets Super Bowl MVP, I think he retires. But he may not. Hell, he may say, "Hey, I feel great. I'm ready to go. Let's go next year."
Yeah, you just never. And then the thing, he's got a good team. You know, when you're playing, you got and like Devontae Adams said, you know, hey, I'm having fun. You having fun? You know, and you stay out there. You know, like with Gronk, he was like, "Look, I like playing with Brady. I like playing with him." So they stuck around. So we'll see. I mean, Stafford could, if he stuck around for another season, hell, he could.
He could move up to.
He could move past. Well, Rodgers is still playing too.
Yeah,
but I think this might be Rodgers last year too.
Rodgers retires. I don't think he comes back next year.
Yeah, so we'll see. He could jump past. He could probably jump past Big Ben next year around this time here against. But we'll see. You just never know. Sometimes you just wake up. You're like, I don't want to do this no more. I don't want to go to training camp. I don't want to do none of that. So we'll see.
Especially when you wake up and you roll over and you look on your trophy wall and you see another Super Bowl trophy. You got two now. You see an MVP trophy for the league and the MVP for the Super Bowl.
Yeah. That's very two rings. Yeah, I can go ahead and shut it down. So we'll see what happens.
Okay. So now we'll go to our Week 15 Thursday night game last night. There you go.
Mika Tollett, I want to say something to you. My best friend, his wife, I'm playing her in the first week of one of my fantasy football leagues for $600. And she had Kyle Pitts last night. She had Kyle Pitts, and she got 37 points from Kyle Pitts. Kind of put me home. Luckily, I got Mike Evans. This man had like 166 yards last night. He made generational wealth last night. That's the Kyle Pitts that we expected when he was picked, one pick in front of Jamar Chase. And me and Mona, we looked at each other and was like, what the hell are they doing? Drafting him number 4. That's the player that they expected. He is a tight end with wide receiver type skills. He's 6'6". He's got a large catch radius. He's pretty fast for his size.
That's who Kansas City should go after.
I just was about to say that. Mona, see, Mona. Let Kelsey retire and go get this guy. A lot of teams out there, you need to go get this guy. This guy, because you can line him up close to the formation, a flex tight end, what we call the flex tight end. You can flex him out. You can put him in the slot. You could even put him out wide at wide receiver. He's got those type of skills. And then, of course, you can put him, closer to the, on the other side of your tackle, next to your tackle. He's a pretty good blocker. This guy's incredible. He's absolutely incredible. And last night you saw which is even more of an indictment of why I think he sucks even worse, Arthur Smith. You had this guy, and you couldn't get him the ball. This speaks volumes of how shitty of a coach you are. Sorry, Mom.
I think a lot of that had to do with Kirk Cousins.
Well, I'm just saying, like, you had this guy.
Yeah.
And Drake London and B. John Robinson, and you couldn't get this guy the ball. That speaks volumes about you. So
I think there's something between Rodgers and Freiermuth. I think that there's just some friction there because I don't give a shit who you are. If you've watched the Pittsburgh Steelers the last 5 years with Pat Freiermuth on that football team, Pat Freiermuth, don't get me wrong, I love Matt Washington. I do. But Pat Freiermuth gets you down the field to the red zone and then use Matt Washington in that red zone.
Yeah.
He's too slow to play with Pat Freiermuth at tight end. Pat Freiermuth's got great hands and great speed. He really does. And that is what Pittsburgh is missing. Why Aaron Rodgers does not want to throw the ball. And then when Matt Washington gets hurt, then he throws the ball to him like twice. And the passes weren't the greatest. One pass, Freeman just missed. But honestly, I don't even think that he was supposed to throw the ball to him. But he was open. And he dropped the pass. So, but that could be Freeman kind of putting that a little dust.
Kind of saying. I'll just say, everybody out there, if you need a tight end this offseason, go get Kyle Pitts. Go get Kyle Pitts because he's awesome. Okay? So, congratulations on that win for them last night. Baker Mayfield and y'all. Look, we don't play favorites here.
Yep.
We don't play favorites here. Y'all saw the new nickname that they got me. I'm the can man. Anybody can get it. Anybody can get it. I don't play favorites. I don't care if it's Dak Prescott. I don't care if it's the Cowboys. I don't care if it's the Steelers. I don't care if it's the Chiefs. I don't care if it's the Buffalo Bills. If your guy does good, we'll give them props. If they do bad, we're going to call them out. And I give credit where credit's due. But guess what, Mona? I don't give a fish credit for swimming and a bird credit for flying.
Yep.
I just don't do that. So we'll see what happens. So I'm pissed off right now because I picked the Bucks. Mona picked the Bucks. I hate losing on my Thursday night game. I got my paper here. I already set everything up here. So we're ready to do picks real quick before we get up out of here.
Yep. And we'll start with the Cleveland Browns and Chicago Bears.
Man,
it's in Chicago. Mm-hmm. I am taking the Bears.
Okay.
The only thing Cleveland really has going for him, and I know Shedeur threw for 400 some yards. He ain't going to do that against the Bears defense. No. I think he could possibly throw a couple of interceptions in this game. I'm taking the Bears. I'm saying 28 to 17. 28-17.
I'm also taking the Bears. I think the Bears want to get back, especially after losing to the Packers last week. They were the number one seed in the NFC until last week. I think they want to get back. But Myles Garrett, he's very motivated. We just talked about that sack record, but I just think that they get back on track. That two-headed two-headed monster they have, DeAndre Swift and Monangai.
I like him.
Yeah, they're not. He runs angry. I like the way he runs. Nice little 1-2 punch. But I'm going Bears. Mona, I'm going to go 24 to 12. I think Shedeur will toss it around, but I'm with you. I think he probably throws a pick in this game too. And they don't have any receivers. They don't have any. Jerry Jeudy, Njoku's already been ruled out for this game. They don't really have the weapons on the outside. Cardinals at Texans, Mona.
I'm taking the Texans, and I don't even think it's going to be pretty. I'm going to say like 38 to 10. No, 38 to 3. I think it's going to be ugly.
Yeah, it's going to be real ugly. It's going to be real ugly. Look, they're fighting for a playoff spot, and they're trying to catch up with the Jaguars. So, Jacoby Brissett, good luck, man. Good luck. They're going to be. Look, if they make Patrick Mahomes look crazy and they make Josh Allen look very ordinary, what are they going to do to Jacoby Brissett? 35-12 Texans. Washington at the Giants. Jaden Daniels is out. He's already been ruled out for this game.
I'm taking the Giants anyway.
Okay.
I'm gonna say because it's in New York. I don't think it's gonna be a high scoring game. 21-18 because it is a division game. So
yeah, I don't think it's going to be that high of score. 17-10 Giants. 17-10. That pass rush. Now Marcus Mariota's actually been playing pretty good, covering down for.
I'll be honest with you. I thought Mariota was playing better than Daniels when he
Jaden
came back.
Daniels. Yeah. He's been playing pretty good. Raiders at Eagles, Mona.
I'm going to take the Eagles because they're going to fight hard in this game. I'm going to take the Eagles.
No Jalen Carter. I mean, not.
But they didn't have him last week either. So
no, they didn't have him last week.
but I'm still going to take the. I'm still going to. We're talking about the Raiders. Although, didn't they win a game this week or this year? A couple of games, maybe.
A couple of games.
I'm going to take the 24 to 12.
I think this is a blowout here. The Eagles, I think the Eagles are going to be very mad. Geno Smith ain't playing. Their third string quarterbacks, man. I don't even know who the hell it is. Their third string quarterback. Eagles 28-7. I'll give them a touchdown. I don't know. Maybe Genty sneaks in or Brock Bowers. I don't know. Jets at Jags, Mona.
I'm taking the Jags. I'm going to say 28-10.
I'm also taking the Jags. I think that defense gets out there. I don't think Tyrod Taylor's playing. I think their third string quarterback is playing too. That defense, the other Josh Allen's going to be all over them. 24-7. Ravens at Bengals, Mona.
The Ravens are going to be highly motivated to win this game.
No T. Higgins in this game.
So that leaves Jamar Chase out there with I can't think who the other damn receiver is.
Yoshi Bosch.
I'm taking the Ravens. Look, Baltimore wants that damn game back against Pittsburgh. I am taking Ravens. I hope the Bengals beat them. I hope they beat the shit out of them, but I don't think it's gonna happen. I'm taking the Ravens. 24-21.
I'm also taking the Ravens. I think the Bengals are going to put up a fight. I just think Chase is going to get a bunch of targets. I think Gesicki is going to get a bunch of targets. And I think the running back, Chase Brown, he'll probably catch a lot of balls out the backfield.
And the Ravens defense, I'm going to tell you something. I'm slightly concerned. I'm concerned about that Ravens defense.
Yeah, they're I expected so much more from them. 24-21 Ravens. I think it'll be a close, competitive game.
Same score I gave.
Chargers at Chiefs. This is big. The Chiefs lose this game, they're done. They're like, this will be the nail in the coffin right here.
Didn't the Chargers beat them at home in San Diego? Didn't they win their first matchup?
I believe so. Yeah.
No Hollywood Brown. I'm taking Chargers.
Okay.
I'm sorry, Dwayne. I love you, but I got to take Chargers. I'm gonna say 28-26. I think it's gonna be a dogfight.
I do too, and I'm right there. I'm right there with you. 27-24 Chargers. 27-24 Chargers. Maybe the game of the week here. I'm so looking forward to this game. Bills at Patriots rematch in Foxborough, Mona.
I'm going with the Patriots.
Yeah.
I'm going with the Patriots. They beat them listen, they beat them. And they have, trust me when I tell you, they've been watching game film every week. They've watched game film with every game that the Bills have lost. I'm taking Patriots. I think it's going to be kind of high scoring. I'm going to say 31-28. 31-28 Patriots.
I think Mike Vrabel really wants this game. And you saw in the first game, Stephon Diggs was like going nuts.
He was on fire.
He really he's yelling at everybody. I want this game. If you want
to, this is in Foxborough too.
They're going to be amped up for this game here. I think they could not stop T. Higgins last week. They could not stop. They had no answer for him. None. I would expect Drake May watched a lot of that film from that game. Is like, we're going to spread the ball around. They got a nice little running game too. Don't forget about the kid Travion Henderson. I like him. He's another one. If he gets to the second level of your defense, he's gone. And May just doesn't turn over the ball. He doesn't make mistakes. I don't think he's not the guy trying to throw for 300 yards. He's, like I said, 250, 240, 250, 70% completion rate, and don't turn over the ball. I believe it's going to be a dogfight too. 31-30 Pats. 31-30 Pats. Colts, the new Phillip Rivers Colts at Seahawks, Mona.
It don't matter. I'm taking the Sea Chickens. I am taking the Sea Chickens, and it's going to be 30 to 21.
Yeah, I think they're going to get after him. I think he could very well throw a couple of picks this game, maybe a pick six. That their secondary and their pass rush is pretty awesome. 28-17 Seahawks. Let me see here. Green Bay at Broncos. That's another good one there. Green Bay at Broncos. Bo Nix versus Jordan Love.
I am picking Broncos defense. And I think Peyton will have them ready to play. And Jordan Love doesn't play well on the road. So I'm going to take the Broncos. Sorry, Andre.
And the running back, he's hurt. He had a swollen knee today. My God, that I really like.
Jacobs.
Josh Jacobs had a swollen knee. He didn't practice for 2 days. That's not a good when you're going into the elements in the cold weather. You're having swollen knees. That's not good.
28-22 Broncos.
I'm also taking the Broncos. I just think that defense, Jordan Love, if the pressure they're going to put on him, look, man, he's been having big plays, throwing the ball down the field to Christian Watson. I like Christian Watson. Somebody else is going to have to do something, like maybe Jaden Reed. He's going to have to do something. But I just think that Broncos defense is going to get after them. But the Packers defense is going to get after him too. You got two guys with 12 and a half sacks. They're going to get after Bo Nix. Bo Nix ain't going to be able to sit back there and pat the ball either. So,
well, no, and that is one thing that Bo Nix can do is scramble out of the pocket and he can run pretty fast.
Yeah. 24-21 Broncos. 24-21 Broncos.
Okay.
Lions at Rams. The revenge game. Goff wants to get revenge on the Rams. Stafford wants to get revenge on the Rams.
I don't give a shit. They didn't play once this year. Didn't the Rams go up there and get beat by the Lions?
They're not in the same division.
Why did I think maybe it was a preseason game or something?
Yeah, they're not in the same division.
I don't care. I don't care. They might have beat up on your Cowboys. I just don't think they're gonna beat Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Nope.
That secondary, can you imagine? They're probably licking their chops. Matthew Stafford is licking. No Terrion Arnold, no Brian Branch.
I'm going to say Rams 30, 31. Lions 20. I think Rams defense because that's from golf.
Yeah. They better run the ball. That's their only real chance is running the ball with Sonic and Knuckles. Because if they don't, that pass rush is going to get to them. I think it'll be a close game too. 30-28 Rams. 30-28 Rams. Panthers at Saints. The Tyler Shuck led Saints.
I don't care. I'm taking the Panthers. 28-21. I don't even know Saints because the Panthers defense is for real.
Yeah, they're good too.
So I'm gonna give them 21 points. 28-21.
I'm going Panthers 21-18. I don't know if they score that many points. You know what? I'm gonna say 21-10 Panthers. 21-10 Panthers. Titans at 49ers. 49ers coming off their bye week. They should be well rested.
Oh. I'm going to take the 49ers. And I don't even think it's going to be pretty.
Yes.
28-10. Niners. I don't even know if Titans can score 10 points on them.
I'm going 28-10 with you. I think Robert Saleh's going to have them boys blitzing. Cam Ward's going to be running for his life. Vikings at Cowboys, Mona.
I'm taking Dallas. I don't think the Vikings defense can handle that offense. 31 to who's quarterbacking for the Vikings?
J.J. McCarthy.
Yeah, okay. 31-12.
I'm going Dallas 28-18. I think George Pickens is going to be on that. I think George Pickens is going to.
CD not playing this weekend?
What's that?
Is CD not playing?
He got out of concussion protocol yesterday. He's back. But I think George Pickens is going to want to kind of. Oh yeah, I got y'all because he's playing for a contract. He's playing.
Right.
I think George Pickens goes off on this game.
Even if it ain't with the Cowboys, he's playing for a contract.
Yes. So he's on his best behavior. And then what's that? Monday night, your Steelers hosting the Dolphins, Mona.
I'm taking the Steelers. (27-21) Pittsburgh. 20 degrees at Monday night. Supposed to be 20 degrees.
Steelers. Sold. Sold. I forgot. Yeah. 0-5, 40.
If they were playing in Miami, I would take Miami. I'm
Steelers. I think you're going to see a lot of both of your backs. I could see both of them, Gainwell and Warren. I think they both have good games.
I think Aaron Rodgers goes all over them.
Yeah. I don't think it'll be high scoring just because of the weather. Let's go 17-10 Steelers. 17-10 Steelers. 17-10 Steelers. All right. There's all the picks. Look, we're getting down to the nitty gritty. The last 3 weeks or so of Alphabet's Football Show Pick'ems League. It's tight. It's real tight. I mean, everybody's within like.
Gary's like a game up on Eddie V. Hill. I'm like, what, nine games back from first place, so I know I ain't winning.
Well, that's that. Look, we've seen people make a little.
I've had a couple of perfect weeks, and since I've been playing pick'ems, I haven't had one this year. I'm due, but I done this one this week. So
one bad week, or you don't get your picks in, or something. I'm not. Look, make sure you do your picks.
I mean, the last few weeks, you look back at some of the games that teams lost, and you're like, how the hell did they lose?
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, the Saints and the Saints and the Bucks. I mean, everybody got messed up on that one there. So keep doing your picks. Keep doing your picks. Nike jersey on the line. We're down to the nitty gritty. Make sure that you.
Gary's done made a comment that he wants to. I can't remember the name of the Carter guy.
Oh, Jalen Carter. He wants Jalen Carter. Okay, yeah. Eddie Vigil. I know he's a Steelers fan. Tito's a 49ers fan. I don't know who. He already got me for it. He got me for a Christian McCaffrey jersey a few years back. We had a little wager, and he got me for that. Ace is a Bills fan. Michelle's a Cowboys fan.
Listen. He's finally got him a franchise quarterback if they just get rid of Purdy.
Right. Let me see here. Michelle's a Cowboys fan. Autumn's a Broncos fan. Vernon Washington's a Panthers fan. Jessica Askew is a 49ers fan. Dwayne is a Chiefs fan, and you're a Steelers fan. So keep doing your thing. Keep doing your things. Keep doing your thing. So there's the leaders there. Stay on top of your picks. Look, it's down to the wire. So here it is. This is the playoff bracket. The 6 ladies that made it. Lily and Angie, as you can see there, this is the bracket right here. They're on their buys. They're the number 1 and number 2 seed. And damn, Autumn must have hit.
She had to have
Kyle Pitts. Kyle Pitts. That's what it looks like. That's the kind of stuff. Look, it's Thursday. You're already up by 30 points. That's Kyle Pitts. I would have to look at, but I'm sure that was Kyle Pitts, and she might have hit Kyle Pitts and Mike Evans. Mike Evans had a big game too. Mika Cutthroat Conquerors. That's Mika, and then Sandy Anderson and Pigskin Print. I don't know who. So, damn, Autumn. Good Lord, man. Good Lord.
Huh? Ashley not still in it?
I don't think she made it. I sent you both because I don't remember. I know Autumn's astounding team. That's Amber. I think Sandy Anderson is double defense. Pigskin Princess is I don't know with the nicknames, but I know Angie and Lily are the 2 top seeds. So I think Lily only lost 1 game. She was like 13-1. She's just murdering people. So there's your So congratulations to my alpha chicks. Look, it's nice when you got a bye week and you could just sit back and relax and just watch everybody beat the hell out of each other. You can sit back. You ain't got to worry about your lineup. That's real nice, man. So good luck to you ladies out there. I like peeking my head in there, and they be going at it, Mona. They be going. I like it. I like to kind of instigate stuff. Marcus, he made me that trade. And I wanted that player. Good luck, because I'm gonna sit here and watch her beat the hell out of you. You better go get on that waiver wire, because I'm just gonna sit back here and laugh. That's what I do. So, we'll see what happens. And Mona, last words. I gotta go pee. This damn cherry Coke. I ain't had a Coke all minute.
Tuning in and showing support and continuing to show us support. Wow, this season's almost over. It's hard to believe.
It is. And we get to take a little sabbatical, Mona, and right after that, the trip. I cannot wait. I can't wait. I'm so. Get your Alphabets Football Show merch. 27 short sleeve t-shirts, 37 long sleeve t-shirts. They're really nice. Mona, did I ever send you any long sleeve t-shirts? I didn't say. You don't have any long sleeve t-shirts? You just got the short sleeves, right?
I have the Rise Up red long sleeve shirt.
Okay. I ain't really did everybody be and then somebody asked me for a damn. You like what?
I love long sleeve t-shirts.
What'd you say?
I do too, because I love them.
Yeah, because it's like it's not sometimes you don't want to wear a hoodie, and then I like sweatshirts too. Sometimes without the hood, just the sweatshirt.
Right.
People don't be ordering that, but they have them. But people just don't be ordering them. That's what I need. I need to make it. I got a new design. Dre sent me the money for a new. We'll talk about it. So make your arrangements to the Alphabets Football Show Rise Up Family meet and greet, April the 23rd through the 25th. Mona will be there a day before me. She'll be there on the 22nd. I'll be there in the morning of the
Virginia. About a 6.5 hour drive, but I'm gonna be taking my time and stopping and walking and taking breaks. Yeah. I don't do well driving. I do all right driving. I just get tired, so I'm gonna take breaks when I need to, and I do a late check-in. They won't be no big deal.
Yeah. I'll be there. Mona will be there. Dre will be there. Devon said he'll be there. Mookie Hawkins will be there. So I would love to see everybody there. Make arrangements. Mona, we've been talking about this for a year, and here we are. Yep. We're like 4 months away. We were talking about
it before that because we knew where the draft was going to be.
That's what we said. It was like, wow, this would be great. This will be a great time. And look, you make plans for stuff like this, that way you're not overwhelmed. I know everybody's not financially, all the same, but I would love to, if you're able to, I would love to see y'all there.
It took me getting rear-ended in Gary's car at a settlement. And the first thing I did was send you money.
You're there. Well, you're there. You're there. It's done. So I would love to see everybody there. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you follow us. It says me, but it's us. Marcus the Alphabets on TikTok. Dwayne puts up really great content over there. He chops up stuff and makes reels out of like 2 or 3 minute long reels and stuff that we do and chops it down for us and adds graphics and all that good stuff. So make sure y'all do that, and make sure that y'all watch Coffee Talk 11:30 Eastern time, Mondays through Thursdays, where we talk a little bit of football and a little bit of life. I do a little monologuing over there because y'all know how shy I am and how I don't like to talk too much. So make sure y'all tune in over there. And there's some really good material. I usually talk about like 3 subjects, and we go in and get up and listen to it, get you a cup of coffee, some juice, and sit back, and it's usually pretty good. We usually have a pretty good turnout. So there it is. Happy to have my co-host back. I do shows by myself, but I like doing shows with my co-host. I get a kick out of it. I look forward to it on Friday night, sitting up here talking football. So we're out of here, Mona. I'm gonna run to the back.
Don't let him watch you, because sometimes he'll call during the day and the girls are at school, and we'll be on the next thing you know, I'll look at and shit, we've been on the damn phone talking for 3 hours.
Yeah. That's
3 hours,
and
man.
it doesn't seem that long. And I was just like, Mona, Marcus, no, but I don't agree with you. And we got to change. Okay, that's it. Let's do it. Hell, let's do it. Hell, all right. So you want to start? Yeah, let's go. Okay, get your damn pen and let's go. So that's just how we roll. But look, I love it. I love it. I love it. Everybody have a great night. Enjoy the games. Tomorrow, Heisman Trophy Award winners. Heisman Trophy Award tomorrow. Shout out to Diego Paiavilla from Vanderbilt University, from my alma mater, New Mexico Military Institute. He played there first, and then he's from Albuquerque, New Mexico. He went to New Mexico Military Institute in Roswell, New Mexico. He won the Junior College National Championship. Then he goes to New Mexico State, which is about 40 miles away from me, and Las Cruces, New Mexico. Then he goes to Vanderbilt, and Vanderbilt beats Alabama for the first time ever. This kid, I don't know how well he'll do in the pros. He's 6 feet tall. I don't like short quarterbacks, but the kid he reminds me a lot of Chase Daniels. He's got a little Drew Brees in him a little bit. He's just barely at 6 feet tall, but the kid's a winner. He's won everywhere he's went, from high school to junior college.
Did you mean Jaden? Did you mean Jaden Daniels?
No, Diego Paiavilla from.
No, you said he reminds you. You said, "Are you having problems hearing me?"
You were cutting in and out. No, I said he reminds me of Chase Daniel from the University of Missouri. You don't remember Chase Daniel, little short guy with the beard? He played at University of Missouri. He was barely 6 feet. He was a backup. He was backup. He's a commentator now. Chase Daniel. He kind of reminds me of him. Short, kind of stocky guy. He's barely 6 feet tall, but he's got a little mobility to his game. Helped my alma mater win the Junior College National Championship, and then he put Vanderbilt, who's been in the basement of SEC, where Mona's Alabama would just beat the hell out of them every year. He put them on the map, and they beat Alabama for the first time ever. So this kid, he's got some moxie where he's coming from. He's from where I grew up around. So good luck to him. Good luck to all the young men, but I like him because he's from my hood, man. So right. Put New Mexico Military, the military college that I played at. So some pretty good players come from out of there. Just saying. So y'all have a good weekend. Enjoy the awards. Enjoy the games this weekend. And I'll be back on Coffee Talk on Monday, and we'll be back next week, and we'll do this again. All right. Have a good night, Mona. I'm going to the bathroom. I'll talk to you later. You look great. And have a good one. I'll talk to you tomorrow, okay?
Sounds good.
See ya.
Yeah, what can I do for you, Rod? You just tell me, what can I do for you?
It's a very personal, very important thing. Hell, it's a family motto.
Are you ready, Jim?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother.
Here it is. Show me the money.
Yeah. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up, hustle when the funds low. Sundown to sun up, all I want is the cash. Now homie, run me the stash, put the ones in the bag. Now count up, count up, count up, count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy. I've been on the come up, counting money till my thumbs hurt. No Birdman, bitch, but I'm a stunner. Just watch how you run up. I keep a couple gunners. I've been grinding all winter just to flex all over summer shit. Wrist cold when I fall through. Rose go to my arm, boo. In and out of my city, but come whenever I call you. Who gon' love me more than when I'm stacking out on tour? Them hoes that made it past security, they knocking on my door. You gon' be there when when they gone. Show my love by getting more. Hustle so you ain't alone. You won't leave me, that's for sure. I'm talking Benjis, Franklin's, all these hundos on my floor. I just broke a couple bands, believe me, I've been going hard. I'm tipping bottle after bottle, swerving model after model. Who won't cash? That's the motto. Spend it like I hit the lotto. Yeah, I'm loving my life. I know that I ain't shit without you. Actions speak louder than words. They broke cause they just talk about you, huh? I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up. Hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up. All I want is the cash. Now, homie, run me the stash. Put the ones in the bag. Now count up. Count up. Count up. Count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy. Money bag after money bag, I'm the man now. Play the cards that I was dealt and I ain't need no handouts. Fresh on every set, give respect. Mama out of debt, got a new connect. We the best, homie run the check. Wifey got a new bag, new house. You mad? We just doing us, feeling wavy. Fuck a do-rag. This that no stress flow. Bobbing on my ex. She don't love cash, kiss my ass, baby XO. Thank you for that line, Mr. West, but I'm next though. Hey, you me the sad bitch, I'm blessed, sipping next. So for the love of money, I stay fucking hungry. I parted ways with the kitchen, that just wasn't for me. Every show they love me, now I'm showing love back. They ain't taking nothing from me, so I throw a couple stacks. You in them in your town, have some fun, blow a bag. Fuck with me when I'm around, trust me, shorty, I'll be back. I've been on the come up, running to the ones go. Boy, I got that one up. Hustle when the funds low. Sundown the sun up. All I want is the cash. Now, homie, run me the stash. Put the ones in the bag. Now count up. Count up. Count up. Count up. I'm talking 1 milli, 2 milli, 3 milli, 4 billy, 5 billy. I'm illy.